Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. We have a very cool unboxing video to do today, as I just recently purchased an incredibly awesome lot of Kenner Jurassic Park figures from eBay, and there were quite a few figures in here that I thought was definitely worth the price. I paid, I think, like $60 for all of them, which is usually something that, it's a bit more than I would normally pay for a lot of dinosaurs, but depending on the figures and the rarity of them, I usually will pay a little more when need be, especially if I find a deal like this that includes so many nice figures for that price, which there's not too many included, but definitely enough that I thought it was well worth the price. And two figures in particular were ones that I really, really wanted to get a hold of. But the very first thing that was included is actually this. I don't know what this is. I don't think it has anything to do with Jurassic Park, but I could be wrong. Who knows? Regardless, this was in here. It's just something extra, I guess. But getting to the figures that were actually included, one is this wonderful Juvenile Tyrannosaurus Rex. If I can get him to stand up, he doesn't really want to do that right now. And now that thing fell over back there. But the Juvenile Tyrannosaurus Rex, which I actually already do have this. However, quite a few of these I kind of wanted to buy with this lot just because I wanted to repaint them. And I've wanted to repaint one of these for a very long time. And this one actually has kind of some sloppy paint that I don't know why it's there, but it is. So this is a perfect candidate for a repaint. I want to try to make it look just like it did in the Lost World. So that is definitely a repaint coming soon. Then we have two little Triceratops Hatchlings, which I think I have one of already, but I don't think I have this one, or at least I don't believe I did. But definitely two really cool figures. I love these little hatchling figures that came with the human figures, I believe, is where these guys originated from. And anytime I can get more of these, even if I have them, I'm definitely psyched about it, especially as I don't think I had that one previously, but I'm pretty sure I did have that one. Then we also have, and we're going to have to bring the camera up here. Now, this one don't want to stand either, but I'm sure by now you could probably tell exactly who this is. This is the young Tyrannosaurus Rex from the Kenner line, and of course, it's actually in decent shape, but you can see the body's disconnected a little bit right there. However, I could just put some glue on that and fix it. No battle damage wound cover to be found, but it is overall in decent shape, but I kind of want to repaint it, so I'm having a hard time bringing myself to repaint it just because it's in overall pretty nice shape, except for the kind of bones in here and the battle damage area is a little bit rubbed off, but I'm probably going to repaint this one as well just because I've really wanted to repaint one for a very long time. And again, I feel like now that I have a few of these, this guy's also a perfect candidate for a repaint. And then we have quite a few human characters from the Jurassic Park line, if I can get them to stand up. So I do have some of these. However, I am quite psyched to include an Ellie Sattler and Alan Grant because I didn't have any of the Kenner figures of Ellie or Alan Grant previously, if I can get them to stand as well. So I am psyched to include these guys here to my collection, some more human figures from the Jurassic Park line. Definitely always a great day to get some of these, especially because I don't normally kind of go out of my way to find the human characters, even though I probably should and will at some point, but it's nice to just get some included in a lot, and it makes it a little easier for me in the future. There was also a whole bunch of Jurassic Park fence, and I really, really do want to put this fence up at some point in the future and kind of display my Jurassic Park collection all up somewhere at one time, which I am going to have to work on finding some room to display them, but this fence will also make it really cool to display them at some point. I don't know if it's the complete set of the fence, but there's quite a bit of it here, so that's always cool also. And I do apologize if you hear any stupid fireworks going off in the background, because for some reason people in my town never stop setting off fireworks ever. I don't know why, but I wish I had a dinosaur that I could set loose on them to put a stop to it. Call me a grumpy old man if you want to, but that's just the way it is. And then we have, and you could probably tell by the feet right there, who this one is. Probably one of the most famous Jurassic Park figures of all time. It is another Kenner Red Rex, and this one I actually bought to repaint just because the underside here doesn't have the battery cover, so that is a bit unfortunate if you ask me, but I really, really have wanted to paint one of these, repaint one for so long and give it that very realistic appearance because I've seen other people do it in the past, and I always thought it was amazing looking when they would do it, so this is definitely going to be a repaint at some point in the near future, And again, it's in pretty darn good shape, which really will probably take a while for me to convince myself to actually repaint it, but I probably will at some point just because I really want to see what it looks like with a very realistic paint job. But again, a Kenner Red Rex is okay by me. And now the two figures, which are the final two that I've been just aching to get for such a long time, is the Scootasaurus and the Estemnasuchus, which I did not have either of these figures, and I've wanted them for so long because they're incredibly cool, and I thought they were probably two of the more elusive, two of the more rare Jurassic Park figures that I had to acquire yet to kind of head toward completing my collection, which my collection is nowhere near complete, especially when it comes to extras, because there was quite a bit else included with these figures when they were initially released, like human characters and capture gear and all that fun stuff I believe was included. And this doesn't include any of that, but the important part for me are the dinosaurs, or not really dinosaurs in this instance, but you know, all the creatures that were included in the Jurassic Park line. And I did want to get a hold of these for such a long time, and seeing these included was kind of the reason that I actually ended up pulling the trigger on the lot. So for $60 with all of these figures included, as well as the Jurassic Park fence, I thought for sure this was a great deal, and jumped on it immediately. So these two will probably be reviewed at some point in the very near future. I'll probably review them separately, even though they were actually included in the same set, but since I don't have the complete set, I don't really see a point in reviewing them together. A lot of the others are just going to be repaints, and then we have these human characters, which are just going into my collection. So another awesome lot that I found on eBay. Keep checking your eBay or Facebook Marketplace, all that fun stuff for very cool dinosaur lots, and hopefully you guys will acquire some really cool lots like these in the very near future, but also make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.